So I actually started this video at the beginning of November and I planned to upload it at the beginning of November. It was going to be a week in the life of lockdown living on a boat. It didn't really turn out as planned, and so instead it's kind of 2 months of bits and pieces, what I've been up to, some issues that have kind of cropped up in the boat along the way, and it does have some kind of vlog, day in the life kind of content. So if you live in the UK, you'll know. If not, you might not. We are in a tiered system at the moment. It's the 30th of December today, and we have been in a national lockdown again at the beginning of November, which was the kind of point of my video was going to be what I'm doing during lockdown. So since then there have been different tiers. They started out as 3, now there are 5. The city I'm in is in a tier 3 and it has been pretty much since lockdown. I think we're probably going to head into tier 4 pretty soon, but that's meant a lot of changes in what I can do. Obviously living alone, it's impacted, and then things like I use the gym to shower, so it's made quite a bit of a difference to me. Well, the lockdown had, and then post lockdown I was able to go to the gym again, and it's made quite a big difference. So if we go into tier 4 again, I can expect gyms to be closed. I'll have to use the sanitary station, which I'll talk all about in this video. So yeah, lockdown has, like for everyone, had its impact. I don't move from place to place, I have a fixed mooring, so I know it's impacted some boaters significantly more. I expect that we will go into another lockdown at some point, so hopefully next time some of the things that have cropped up this time I've already dealt with, so I will, yeah, be a little bit more prepared. So the first thing that happened even before lockdown, the day before lockdown, I got back to the boat and my gas canisters were empty. So I have 2 gas canisters stored in the bow at the front, in a gas locker, and I came home and tried to put the kettle on and it was empty. So I didn't have any spares, I don't have any way, I don't drive, I don't have any way of getting a hold of any, so I was a bit defeated feeling, and I hadn't lit my fire yet, so I hadn't got the fire going. I was literally just using a hot water bottle to stay warm, so it wasn't ideal. It was at the start of November, so it was cold, but not freezing cold like it is now. And yeah, so I dealt with that. I've got a couple of clips that I'll pop in. Just got back to the boat and for the first time the gas canister is empty, and at the moment I'm surviving off my hot water bottle heat wise. I don't have the fire started yet. I'm getting the chimney sorted, the chimney hat sorted, and then I was gonna give it a go this weekend in the day. But yeah, no gas, no hot drinks. I have never changed it before. I have a spare one, but I don't know if it has anything in it. So I called a friend to try and talk me through it, and I can't actually change it because my wrench is too big. I've got a wrench that's too big and a wrench that's too small, and I need to change in here. This needs to come off, but I will get it changed. Yeah, but I have got some swan friends who are seeing me through it. Yeah. I was really nervous about getting the fire going. I had a plan to start the fire that weekend with a friend, and I was going to do all my research and get some bits sorted and I had all the firewood in. My neighbours were really great, and when I first moved they were doing an order of firewood and coal, and so I was already prepared with that, but I didn't really know where to start. I was just a bit nervous. I'm quite a cautious person anyway, so with it just being me on my own and having I'd never had a fire when I was younger growing up. We had a fireplace with a traditional fire, but I never really started a fire, and I mean at 29 I should probably have, I hadn't. So I called a friend, got some advice, spoke to my neighbour, got some advice from him, and I got a fire going, and didn't stay through the night. It wasn't the best fire I've ever, well, since then I've obviously practiced a lot more. After a couple of days I got the gas canister sorted. My neighbour gave me a number of someone that delivered pretty quickly actually. Managed to get it fitted myself and all was good. I've changed the gas canister and that feels good. So that's pretty much the backstory. This video is not what I planned, but hopefully it's interesting. Yeah, I'll let you watch the rest of what I've been up to the last few months. So I've decided to put my Christmas tree up on 14th of November, which is really early, I know, but I think this year, you know, any excuse to be festive and celebrate things a little bit earlier. So I have curled my hair to make it feel extra Christmassy. I very rarely curl my hair, and I'm wearing red. I'm going to get the fire going, clear it out first, get the fire going, and then get some Christmas tunes on and put the tree up. So the shower facilities that I use are at the sanitary station. Sanitary station is currently out of order at the moment. It's happened a few times in the last few months, which is quite frustrating. Usually it wouldn't bother me because I'd have the gym, but at the moment I don't have the gym to go to. So I'm washing my hair in the sink for the next few days and then just making do with that. Yeah, the glamorous boat life. Got a lot of DIY to do on the boat, and I was planning on using lockdown to get a lot of it ticked off. That didn't happen. I did get a little painting done, as you can see, but that's pretty much the extent of the work I've done. seen my day in life working from a Narrowboat video, you'll have seen that I usually shower at the gym. I actually don't have a working shower. Well, there is a shower on the boat, but there isn't a way of pumping out the water, so obviously if I ran the shower it would just fill up. I do intend on getting the pump sorted at some point, but for the time being I usually shower at the gym or the sanitary station. Now obviously, like I mentioned before, the sanitary station has been closed for a little while, so I've been having to wash my hair in the sink and then just make do with the kind of backup option of showering at my friends who are in my bubble. So lockdown is a bit frustrating, but the downside to having the shower at the sanitary station is I have to come home and dry my hair at home as opposed to just being able to do it at the gym. So little things like that are kind of a bit of a change at the moment. Just gonna head out now and go to the laundrette. It's been a while since I've been. I usually go every week. It's been a while because the last time I tried to go to the laundrette I usually use, I found out they'd closed down. Because Morrison's are trying to basically evicted them because they need more space for click and collect because of lockdown. So when I do my laundry, I don't drive, so I have this big bag which is just my bedding. Then I have my suitcase which is filled with dirty clothes, so I'm gonna go. I've just dropped my laundry off. It's a new place, so we'll see how it goes. I dropped it off as a service wash, which I don't usually do. I usually do my own, and I probably will do my own most of the time. It's just that I had quite a lot today. Just on my way to Pret now. They've got an offer where you get a free subscription for a month for the basically unlimited coffee, like 5 coffees a day. So I'm gonna go get some free coffee. Just walking back to the laundrette now to pick up my clean washing. The laundry smells really fresh and lovely, and yeah, I'm happy with the service. So it's Friday the 27th of November and today is my last day at my work. I work in marketing, but I've got a new job and I'm moving. Well, I'm starting on Monday the new job, so today's my last day. Obviously because of COVID I'm working from the boat, so it's a bit of a strange last day really. I've been there for 5 years, so I'm just kind of finishing off some work, doing some handover calls later this afternoon. But yeah, I'm not going to film much of today, but I just thought I'd mark the occasion, the last day at my work. Just back from a cafe around the corner. I got some, well, a little treat, a little donut to kind of celebrate my last day. Yeah, gonna enjoy this and have a coffee. It's lunchtime now, so I've got a couple of things this afternoon, but I'm just gonna have a coffee and enjoy this. I'll show you in a second. I've got a couple of friends coming round tonight. I've bubbled with them because I'm a single household. I'm allowed a bubble and they are my bubble. They're coming round for some drinks and some trashy TV and a rom-com or something. It's because it's my last day at work, we're gonna celebrate a little bit as well, so that'll be nice. I don't have a TV, so it's a bit of a squeeze us all sitting and watching a laptop, but not ideal, but it works and it's cute on a boat. But yeah, we'll just chat and watch some crap and drink and have fun. Had a pretty lovely last day at work, to be honest. Even though it was working from home, it's kind of a strange, it's just a strange situation obviously. But it was nice to have, I got some messages from colleagues. It's really nice to kind of chat to everyone, even if it is over message rather than in person, and hopefully at some point I'll be able to see them again and go for drinks. But I've worked there 5 years and I've met some really great people and learned a lot, so I'll miss it, but I'm excited about my next job, my next chapter. So but yeah, it's been a good day. It's actually been quite productive. I got everything, I think I got everything I needed to do done before I left, which I'm glad about. So yeah, time to drink and celebrate. Yay. So boat update. I've had a series of issues, but the most recent being that I noticed a few weeks ago actually now, which has flown by. A few weeks ago I noticed that there was some water coming out of the edges of the flooring. So I've got this, I'll show you in a second, but I've got this laminate flooring down. There was water coming out from the edges. I had just mopped, so I assumed that naively that it was just because I'd mopped and I'd not wrung out the mop enough and that there was water coming out. Until about a week later, same issue was happening, and I thought no amount of mopping does that. I had also had the fire going and I'd had a dehumidifier going. So I kind of at that point thought I'm probably going to have to pull up the flooring and see what the issue is. So I did that and it was so flooded basically. There was a lot of water. I went onto Instagram and I asked anyone have any advice of what could be happening, because my first thought was hole in the boat. Obviously it would have been a much bigger issue. So what had actually happened, and someone I speak to on Instagram pointed me in the right direction. She was really helpful. It was a pump, it was the water pump was leaking. At first I thought it was the join, so the connection between the water pipe and the pump, but it turns out it was actually the plastic kind of casing, the actual pump itself was leaking. So I have a great neighbour who has been so helpful over the last week. Initially he repaired the join, then we noticed it was the casing, and he's ended up sourcing a new pump for me. He knows what he's doing and he's fitted that. So I have water again, which is great. Obviously I had water, I just didn't have it running from my taps. But that's very, very exciting. So yeah, I've been, in the last few weeks, I have been without a shower, I have been without water, I have been without gas at one point. Oh, and I hadn't started my fire yet and I was a bit cautious about it. So, I've tackled all the elements and I'm still here to tell the tale. So, boat life has its problems, but great people around me helping out. I'm very, very grateful for the real boat in real life boat community, but also Instagram. Instagram is my first go-to if I have an issue. I kind of ask people and so many people have been really, really helpful. So thank you to anyone who has helped me or offered advice or information. It's all taken on board, and yeah, I'm sure it'll all be very useful in the future, even if it hasn't been the specific thing or problem that I'm dealing with now. So even though this video isn't quite what I planned it to be, I hope you've enjoyed watching and it's been interesting. I hope to do some more videos a little bit more regularly in the new year now that I've settled into my new job. If you have any questions or any ideas or things that you'd like to know, I'd love to hear, so pop that in the comments. I'm also going to be doing a Q&A video soon. I've had questions from friends and family since I bought the boat. I've had questions from colleagues, and I get questions on YouTube and Instagram sometimes, so I'm going to put them all together and make a bit of a Q&A video. So if you have any questions about narrowboat life, just pop them in the comments and I will get to them. So thank you very much if you've subscribed, thank you for watching, and have a lovely new year. Take care. Bye. Oh, it's so awkward. I've never filmed myself in public. I just did, and then someone just walked past. I love it.